Hey there, Rich Weller here. I was doing some research yesterday and I really feel like I need to share this story. So I put this presentation together and this video together. Let me share my screen here. Let me show you what I've done. All right, so you can see the title of this presentation is AI and Enterprise Project Management Solutions. Now, one thing to take in note that this is recorded in February of 2025. That's very important to know. The topic of AI is rapidly changing. So again, recording this in February of 2025. And in my research, in my day-to-day workings, the what I do every day, I work with multiple generative AI friends. And as I was doing this research around AI in the enterprise project management solutions that exist out there, I actually called upon nine different of my friends. As you can see them listed here, Copilot, ChatGPT. Not going to read them all. You can see them across the screen, down the screen there. So these are and I call them my friends because that's how you got to work with them. Just like in the real world, if you got a problem or a challenge, you may go to one person and get their opinion, and you may value that opinion. But hey, wouldn't don't you also go to other people and ask their opinion? Of the challenge that you're having. And so that's kind of how I work with these guys, my friends. That's what I call them. And so what I did was I asked them all the same exact prompt. I said, "Hey, think like a senior PMO consultant with 30 years of experience, and you're also an expert with AI and various enterprise project management solutions. Create me a table that compares Smartsheet, Microsoft Project, and Planisware with respect to their AI capabilities." And each one of them, they created a very cool table and provided what we'll call here qualitative data. They each one of them responded back, putting features down the left side and the various products across the top, and they each one of them gave me answers for each cell. And to be quite honest, in my personal opinion, because I've got some real world experience with these various enterprise project management solutions, in my personal opinion, reviewing the outputs of each one of those from each nine friend, some of them did a little bit better job than others. But here was the challenge. Here was the challenge. With that qualitative data from nine different of my friends, I had nine different tables. It was still very difficult for me to determine which application was best. So what I then did was I created a quantitative prompt. I said, "Hey, based upon your expert opinion, rank these three products, one through three, with number one having the best AI capabilities." And here's the output of that of the question, that question or that prompt from each of them. For instance, Copilot scored Planisware with a one, a Microsoft Project with a two, and Smartsheet with a three, and so on. Each one of my friends, each nine friends scored those products one through three, with one being the best. And then just to kind of summarize that up, to sum the table, and make it a little easier to review, the results of this research was Microsoft Project came in at number one as the best, Planisware two, and then Smartsheet number three, with again which one of these tools has the best AI capability. And again, this is pretty close here, with respect to one and two. But then, I got to thinking a little bit, and this is where I'll say human in the loop. This is where you as an individual, or we as individuals, we need to step in. We need to listen to our friends and think about the input that they're giving us. And I said, but wait a second. I then asked my AI friends this question: how current is the information that you're referencing based upon the month and the year? And here's the output of that prompt from each one of those folks. And you'll notice here, again, AI is changing very rapidly. As I'm recording this video today, tomorrow, this analysis and assessment could be totally different. But the response from each one of them, this was very relevant to me for what I was trying to do, because hey, Copilot, if you're giving me data current as of October 23, you're out of the mix because you're not giving me up to date enough information. And Meta AI, if you're going clear back to 2022, you're not even on the board. So what I did was I then took those responses that are in the past, and I just basically took the most recent, as you can see here, ChatGPT from January 2025, Perplexity from February, Grok from February, and then here's another piece of information that was quite interesting. As I was working with my good friend Gemini, try as I might, multiple prompts. I was not able to have Gemini give me a month and a date. All it kept returning was, hey, this is as up to date as possible. And I thought that was very interesting. Okay, so now you can see I whittled that assessment down a little bit, and here's the results of that summary. Again, Microsoft Project coming in number one. This time, Smartsheet is coming in two, and Planisware is coming in number three. Now, okay, so now you got that quantitative data here with respect to numbers. The numbers are all very close, up to some subject of interpretation, if you will. You take it with a grain of salt. You can see what I'm doing. You can see the results that are coming across here from the various tools. And what I'm trying to do, again, is trying to figure out, hey, which one of these Smartsheet, Planisware, or Microsoft Project has the most AI capabilities. And so then when I looked across these four, and then went back to the qualitative answers that I got, I was able to pick the one that I felt was best, my favorite response. That's what I'll say. So this is part one of that favorite response. This is exactly what it came back to me with. It said, hey, all right, let's put on the seasoned PMO consultant hat, sprinkle in some AI EPM expertise, and craft a table for Smartsheet, Microsoft Project, and Planisware regarding their AI capabilities. Just that tone I thought that was kind of interesting coming back. And then it goes on to say, hey, it's important to note the AI capabilities in these EPM tools. It's still evolving. And I'm telling you, I know that it is. And it often blends with more traditional automation and reporting. I can agree with that too from my real world expertise. And pure generative AI, it's still emerging in this space. And this table that I'm about to show you focuses on practical currently available features and hints at the future. Okay, so that sets the stage. And now here's the table that this friend of mine produced. And as I was looking at the responses from this table and applying my own real world analysis to it, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. This is really what I'm looking for. And I really liked how it for each one of them it said, as basic automation or advanced features, limited AI. So I felt that this was a really good analysis from this friend, and the way it picked the different features. Again, it automatically put the feature area here, and it laid the three products side by side. But then, or I should say, but wait, there's more. It went on. It said gave me some key considerations. It says AI is a spectrum, and many features described as AI are really more sophisticated algorithms and automation. And true AI it's still nascent in our EPM world. But we do note it's rapid evolution. It's changing fast. These vendors are actively developing AI features. What's limited today, as I mentioned earlier, what's limited today might be very robust tomorrow. And context matters. This again is coming from my friend here. I thought this was very excellent advice. The best tool actually depends on your specific needs and project complexity. And don't choose a tool just on its AI features. Focus more on its core functionality first. And I thought that was a very good piece of advice. And then this next one here, this next bullet point I found interesting: Copilot's impact. Microsoft Copilot is a game changer. Its integration with Project is it's still developing, but it promises to significantly enhance AI capabilities in this space. And then the last section here is saying remember, I asked it to think as a seasoned PMO consultant, I'd advise you to focus on the core EPM capabilities first. AI is a bonus, not a primary driver. Keep an eye on the rapid developments in the AI space, especially with tools like Copilot, and reassess your needs regularly. Don't get caught up in the hype. Focus on the practical value. Again, great advice coming from a generative AI tool. But the next question is that I've got, and then what you're probably asking in your mind, which one of my friends provided that response? So I'll let you ponder that list there for a moment. And then and it might not be what you think, this this response come from Gemini, the 2.0 Flash version. Again, I thought it was the best response out of the 4 or 5 that I took there at the end. And again, it's very valuable, very interesting analysis and piece of work working with the various generative AI tools. Remember, today is February 2025, and I'm going to now, based upon this story and the lessons learned, I'm going to flash back to a year ago in 2024 when I dropped this quote. I said, like with any other tool, first determine the problem that you are trying to solve and then find the best AI tool to solve that problem. Hey, listen, I hope you got some great insight value. I hope you felt this presentation was interesting. We'll see you on the next one.